This is exercise 41 for Module 3. So in the next few exercises, we're going to be making oblique drawings based on the isometrics on the top right. As we just discussed in the notes, an isometric is projected back at a 30-degree angle on each side. However, the obliques that we are making will start with the front face and project everything back at a 45-degree angle. So in order to easily project back at that 45-degree angle, I'm going to want to go down to my polar tracking and right-click and make sure 45 is checked. That way my lines will snap at 45-degree increments. So I'm ready to start my oblique, so I'll grab my line tool, and the first thing you want to do with any oblique drawing is draw the front view as you would normally see it. So here I'm going to make that line in the middle to complete the front view. So I'm showing on the isometric where the front view is, and that's what I just made on the oblique. So now I grab my line tool, and I'm going to draw lines back at a 45-degree angle at every corner on the front view. So I made one line, and now you'll see I'm going to copy it and just transfer it to every corner here on the front view. Notice I made my line pretty long, and I did that intentionally because I can just go back and trim it later. Now that I have those projection lines, I'm going to copy specific features from the front view that you would see projected backwards. So I grab my copy tool, and I'm just going to click on this line here, and then the one adjacent to it, and over here I'll click on that top line again, and that line just to the right of it. And I'll hit spacebar, and notice where I'm picking my base point. So I'll just copy those lines back 3 times. And now I notice there's an important projection line that I didn't copy beforehand. So I'm going to go up and grab my copy tool. I'll select one of those 45-degree lines. I'll click on that base point, and I'm going to drag down to make that lower platform on the drawing. So at this point, I'm just going to go up and grab my trim tool, and I'm going to trim back some of those projection lines just to make it easier to see what parts of the drawing I still need to trim and what lines I need to add. So you'll just see here, I'm trimming away the unnecessary lines. And now I'm going to go up to my line tool and just add a couple missing lines to complete the drawing. It's important to note that this is just one of dozens of ways that you can go about making this solution, and every single one of these oblique drawings have multiple ways to complete the solution. I'm just showing you one that I've found useful. You may find one that's quicker, you may find one that's longer, but you just pick whatever works best for you. And this is the solution to 41.